Hi guys, it's Daniel of Boreas Healing. I hope you're well, all things considered of course. Just a cheeky disclaimer, I am doing my exercise, my walk, but I'm just killing two birds with one stone and doing a quick video. And I'm just going to do a 360. Social distancing at its finest. I just wanted to do a video based on the fears that people in the holistic sectors, the well-being sectors, fitness, health, nutrition, that kind of thing, the fears that you may be feeling right now, which I have been feeling. So I'm talking about yoga teachers, massage therapists, Pilates teachers, personal trainers, hypnotherapists, cognitive behavioral therapists, psychologists, you know what I mean, the one-to-ones where we aren't face-to-face or doing classes or workshops. And since the COVID-19 fallout, that's no longer the case, at least for now. And how terrifying that can feel. All of a sudden we've got a certain level of income coming in and then it stops. So we have had to adapt very quickly, it seems, in trying to put out digital content out there via webinars, via classes, via Facebook Lives, for example. And this, of course, is just my perception for especially when I was in fear a few days ago. But it seems like there's an arms race. And what do I mean by that? I mean that on social media, wherever you look, to your left or your right, personal trainers, coaches are putting out digital content, either doing lives, either doing Zoom webinars, either creating packages. And it can feel, I don't know if you resonate with this, overwhelming, because all of a sudden you think, I'm not adapting fast enough. I need to get content out there quicker and more, because otherwise I'm going to be left behind. Otherwise, my customer base are going to forget about me and find someone else. I'm talking about scarcity mindset here and fear mindset. And that did take hold of me for a day or two. And I had to shut away from social media for 24 to 48 hours and meditate and take stock. And I had to really go deep and figure out, am I making decisions based on fear and scarcity, or am I making decisions based on being heart-centered and present? And a lot of the stuff that I was feeling was fear that was coming through. And I coach people on fear, right? And it was really interesting. And I figured out that all of that is false. There's a few things. The vast majority of us have never done video content before. Ever. We're used to doing our one-to-ones, we're used to doing our classes where we can see people. And all of a sudden, we feel the pressure we put on ourselves that we have to be professional videographers, professional presenters, and we don't. We're just human. We're trying our best. Okay? And I know it can feel overwhelming. We're not perfect. We're not perfect, we're trying our best, but we can see that when we go online and we see all these people, we're forced to make decisions quickly. And of course, sometimes that occurs for the best. When external circumstances change and challenge us, we are pushed out of our comfort zone and it's uncomfortable, but ultimately it is for our highest good because it's happening right now. That's why we're presented with it. But just take your time with it. Remember when you first became a Pilates teacher or a massage therapist or a personal trainer? When I first did it years and years ago, I thought, actually, I love doing this, but why am I doing this? There is so much competition. There are hundreds of PTs. There are hundreds of yoga teachers, etc., etc. But you found your market, right? You found your niche because people resonate with you and what you offer. There's only one you. Like there's only one me. And competition isn't a bad thing. Competition means there is a market. So you're trying your best. Take your time with it if you do choose to go the video way. But there are other ways that you can do it without being face to face, without going live, There are apps now on the phone, and I can put the links below if that helps, where you can do voiceover for still images or video. As long as you've got a phone, you can do it. As long as you've got a smartphone. So there are other ways to go about it. And I understand the fears that there's not only putting content out there, which is free, but building to a point where we are putting out enough value and quality where we can potentially earn a living from it, monetize it, so we can pay our bills. But I'm confident that will come. There are so many positive people in this local sector that I'm seeing on my Facebook feed and Instagram feed that are willing to help, that are willing to assist, that are willing to collaborate. We are truly in this together. And I know that sounds like a cheesy Hallmark card, but we are. So please just take the time. If you need to rest, if you need to take a step back, then do so and breathe. You don't have to release content today. It doesn't have to be perfect content today. It doesn't. There is enough room for everyone. There really is. And just be you, just be the best you. And that will come across on video. That will come across on a webinar or a laptop. These are crazy times, and we're trying to adapt the best we can, but we've got to do it where we don't force ourselves. You know, I talk about leaning into fear. Sometimes we have to do that. Sometimes we can't jump in two-footed. I know that sounds like the courageous warrior, and sometimes we do that, but we can't do that all the time. So just take the time out for yourselves. It's really important to do that. And it may seem bleak now, but there are so many positives about. When we have to adapt, we grow tremendously. And I'm a big believer in mass consciousness, morphic resonance. The more people that learn, the more people that step out of their comfort zone, the faster we all learn. Hope that helps, guys. Thank you very much for listening. Have a wonderful day. Try and get outside. Be socially responsible with it, of course. And I will speak to you soon. Take care. Warriors Healing, the most powerful you.